Hello, and this is a message for the youth group of La Iglesia Presbiteriana Hispana de Paterson. My name is Natalia Cruz, your youth group leader.
And I'm Maria Santa, your lay pastor. Welcome. This is the second Sunday in January of 2021.
And what a journey 2021 has been, and it's only been how many days?
Just 10.
Just 10 days, a 10-day journey, and how many things have happened already. And who could have thought or prepared for this journey, right? That we just ended one journey of 2020. Who would have thought that 2021 was going to start the way it did? But it's okay, because every journey has to happen, and we go through them and hopefully try and prepare for them. Journeys, as you guys know, can be good and others can be challenging, right? But we know there's always a journey around the corner, and some can be predictable and others cannot. A predictable journey is maybe going into high school or college. One that could be unpredictable is maybe losing your job.
Or an illness. Sometimes people cannot predict that they will get sick. But as Natalia says, some journeys are good ones that you look forward to, such as a trip, taking a trip, a vacation. And some journeys are unpredictable and you really don't know they're coming. However, I want to say to you that journeys can bring conflict, and conflict can be predicted sometimes. There are signals and signs that are given to us along the way when conflict is brewing, when things that are challenging are heading your way. What happens sometimes is that because we don't like conflict, we tend to do what the ostrich does. The ostrich puts his head in the sand not to see what's going on, to avoid it. But sometimes we cannot avoid conflict. We cannot avoid challenges. We cannot avoid problems. So in order to face them, the best thing to do is to prepare for them.
And how can we prepare for a journey or what could be a very difficult time in our lives? We have a prime example in Jesus on how he prepared before a very difficult time in his life.
So Jesus, as you all know, lived for 30 years quietly as a carpenter with his mom and dad in a small town. But he knew that he had to take on a big journey because he had been sent to earth on a special mission. He had come to save humanity, to bring us this message of how to live a better life and of how to be better people and of what is it that God is expecting us to do. And so Jesus knew he had 3 years to get that done. It was a 3-year journey, but it was a big one, a tough one. It was going to be dangerous and it was going to be difficult. And to do it, he knew he had to prepare. And he did 3 things in order to get himself ready. And today we want you to learn about the importance of preparing for when you know you're going to go through a change, or you have to take a new road, or when you see conflict coming and you have to deal with it.
So the 3 things that Jesus did to get ready for his journey was he started by getting baptized.
He got baptized. He went into the Jordan River where John the Baptist was baptizing everybody that wanted to be prepared to receive the Messiah. And Jesus did not need to be baptized because he was just perfect, right? But he did it just so that he could set an example for us. But the meaning of being baptized is just more than just being submerged in the water. He did go under the water. That's how they were baptized back in that time. And then he was raised from the water. In doing that, that symbolized that you left the old man inside the water and a new man came out with a new purpose. And Jesus, when he was baptized, he had no sins to leave and no old man to leave in the water, but he left 30 years, a past behind him in order to move forward and take this new path that he needed to take to do his ministry. So a way to prepare to take on a journey or to face conflict is not to bring the past into it, to let it go, not dwell on it, and really face what's ahead of us and prepare for it.
And another step that he did right after getting baptized, Jesus went for 40 days and he isolated and fasted, meaning isolation. We all know what that is because we've had to do it because of the last year, 2020. He was alone for 40 days, but he fasted, meaning he did not eat, maybe even didn't drink anything, no food, no water for 40 days. That's over a month. That's a long time.
And you probably think, oh, I can't do that. And I probably would say to you, yes, now fasting for 40 days, maybe too much, too drastic or an extreme. And Jesus was able to do it because he had supernatural powers and he was who he was, right? But the meaning of it is that when you're preparing to take on a journey or to face something that you know is going to be tough and difficult for you, it is good to take time to think and to isolate yourself from things that distract you, from voices of people that maybe are adding to the conflict. Mm-hmm. Taking time for you to settle and be quiet and pray. Take yourself out of situations or away from people that maybe are complicating that journey for you, and take some time on your own.
And the last thing Jesus did to prepare for his journey was he chose his disciples. And we know he chose 12 men to be fishers of men. And we have to do the same sometimes as well. If Jesus picked friends to help him, follow him, continue his journey after he left earth, we also need to have a group of friends. So I always think of a pack of wolves. They're strong together. They work together. So who do you want in your pack? You want people in your pack that are trustworthy, are honest, that bring you peace, that will be with you and not against you, that will support you in a good way, and maybe support you in a way that you don't expect, even if it's being so honest that it's brutal and it's maybe not what you want to hear, but what you need to hear. It's good to have friends like that as well. But how do we pick our pack? That still doesn't answer that question. But Jesus gave us 2 guidelines in the Bible on how we can pick our pack. Give us critique or figure out how and who and why.
Yes, and this goes for adults also, right? Sometimes, adults still need to learn how to choose who they want to surround themselves with, who are the people that they want in their pack, the people that they want in their life. But for you, as the youth, you are learning how to navigate life and choosing the right partners for life and the right friends and the right people to hang out with. And as you embark on a journey, you don't want to get on that ship to go on that journey with the wrong people. And so Jesus gave us 2 simple rules that if you apply them, you will be able to choose the right people to walk with you on this life path and to be with you as you face challenges and as you deal with things that can be unpredictable and can bring conflict to your life. So Natalia is going to, I'm going to share with you the first one, and then Natalia will share with you the second one. One of the things that Jesus told us, we can find it in the book of Matthew. And in the book of Matthew, in chapter 7, in verse 16, Jesus said these words, and I want you to think about it. He said, "You will know them by what they do. Thorn bushes do not produce grapes. So you will know them by what they do." So when you're getting ready to choose a friend or a partner or to surround yourself with people in life, if you're a grown-up or a child or an adult and you apply this rule, you will know who to choose because you will look for what is it that they do. How do they live their lives? What do they produce? It tells us here that bushes do not produce grapes. Vineyards produce grapes, not bushes. So you have to look to what is it that a person is producing. Is this a person that is kind? Is this a person that is easily angry and is very negative all the time? Is this a person that really is always pointing out what's wrong with you, but never offers to help you? So you will know them by what they do. Think about that.
And the second guideline that was left for us in the Bible comes from Luke chapter 6, verse 45. And listen to this one carefully because it's so true. Good people do good things because of the good in their hearts, but bad people do bad things because of the evil in their hearts. Your words show what is in your heart. Your words show what is in your heart. Think about that. Anything you say, oh, I'm just kidding. You really need to be careful of the things that come out of your mouth, the words that you say, how you say things, who you say them to, because it is a reflection of what could be in your heart or true intentions of another person. You know, they say words speak volumes. It's a saying that's out there, that is because it reflects what's inside the person, but it also is about what you say and what's inside of you. So your words are so powerful. I remember in bully seminars, they say, you know, sometimes the words hurt more than the physical abuse, right? Or getting hurt physically. So your words are so important and so careful. Be careful with them. And the other thing is that the actions speak louder than words. Because someone can be saying, oh, great things and all positive things, but if they're doing the wrong thing, it goes back to the verse that my mom read.
So if you can apply those two things, if you're out there looking for your pack, who is it that you want to surround yourself with? Even if you're an adult, think about those things. Look at their actions. What is it that they do? How do they live their lives? And are those people the one that you want in your life? And how do they talk? What do they say? Because what comes out of their mouths is what's inside their hearts. If we are able to apply those two rules that Jesus gave us, this journey that we have embarked in, which is 2021, can be a little easier. Not all of us need to be surrounded by a lot of people. I've always said to you, it's better to have one good friend that's there for you and is honest and cares about you than 10 that don't.
Mm-hmm.
Just think about that. And as things continue to change, as 2021 continues to bring unpredictable things, I want you to stay strong, to do what is right, to speak truth, to think about how you are living your own life, and to plan and prepare for the future. The future is always filled with hope. And God is already in it, as I always tell you. God is also walking with you as you start this journey of 2021.
How awesome is it to know that God and Jesus and the Holy Spirit are already 3 beings in your pack? Great way to start 2021. So, my friends, we miss you. We love you. We hope to see you soon. But until then, may you be in the palm of God's hand.
Bye. We love you. God bless you.
Bye, guys.